What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying Call of Duty League matches straight to you. We're here today, Major 5 qualifiers, LA Thieves versus Minnesota Rokkr. Minnesota Rokkr just made a roster change this week, benching Afro for Attach and putting Fame on the SMG, and LA Thieves have not won a game this stage yet. Let's check it out.
But a good performance would also not be too bad. Yeah, we'll have to see how this new roster kind of plays out. Old faces as they go towards the
Minnesota Rocker's only 10 points ahead of Vegas for chance
really have his
contention.
trade as Draza gets one.
So they really need to
already
win.
Thieves looking for that P2 push, but again, I think you're very correct here. This is all about figuring out, are Thieves better this week?
But
is
we're really here to
Rokkr
see how's this new Rokkr roster going to do with only a couple weeks left in the season.
LA Thieves will manage to find those initial kills and get this locked down. Attach trying something from Ali Sign, not going to work this time. Thieves, though, when it does come down to this map, I mean, you talk about all the trifecta, if you like, of different things you need to be good at this map in terms of holding, breaking, and rotations. They're in the top 3 for all of those 3 things. So, I mean, it's a good stat line to have. Right now, though, it looks like they are going to be broken. Fame on the SMG, finding 2 down the middle. Octane with 3 of his own, though. They are still steady as Sam stands. That's exactly what Rokkr didn't want. Start off on the slightly better side. Got a little bit of time for it, but nothing else. And now have to run into the teeth. Already set up Thieves here. Rokkr really aren't ready for this push yet either. They don't have the positions in. It will be 1 kill under Fame, but already Envoy's going to try and shut down the back alley by himself. We'll have Overwatch.
3 big kills.
There's the 3-piece. There's a difficult break, and while Bance will have a kill, it will mean nothing. I mean, even just a trade on to Envoy there. Bance with a kill through the middle.
You're going to have another shot at this. Fame gets 2.
Find 2, though.
Fame gets 3.
Well played from Fame. Isn't actually going to be the 4th to clean things up. Not quite. Gets a little bit overzealous. So now Thieves stacking through towards the alleyway. Can they find a push through? Envoy from the top side. Can they find a break? Looking like Minnesota Rokkr are going to hold on to this scrap. Rotations there for them as well. This fight for 15 seconds. Envoy will win it. And that's the scrap time. Over towards Thieves. Set up a CF for Rokkr, though, as we head over towards P3. Not too bad from Rokkr. Yeah, okay, you can lose it off the initial, but you get 5 back. Don't allow Thieves that full 60. Too bad of a hold there from the Rokkr towards the end.
Rokkr need this hold now.
A lot has been said about Fame being put in the position people expected him to be in. Will he be the difference? Envoy looking for this first break. Playing around with the doors, waiting to put the pressure on. It's a compressed puck here from Rokkr. They are all together, trying to fight through every single way. CAMMY will hold the first
2 big kills.
Last kill coming through will be attached. There's the first hold that Rokkr needed onto this one for Thieves to spawn out and to try again. Just brilliant kills coming in from CAMMY. He finds 2 to really, I want to say, stagger Thieves at that stage. You know, they don't have the numbers after they find a kill onto Bance. And, well, actually, look at this rotation that's going on as well. It's worked out perfectly for Rokkr. They find the kills towards the rotation. They find the kills for the scrap. It's wonderfully played. The kills fall into place at the right time. Can you hold down towards Barbershop, though? Bance is the important player here. Can he find even 1 or 2 kills? That would be good. Oh my goodness. Oh, my goodness. He's held it. He's held it. He's held it for every single kill. And that is just unfortunate. Octane must have just missed him here. Bance still staying alive, trying to find his 3rd as well. It is problems in Cantina. Eventually, Thieves get the kills. They now have the numbers. Absolutely love that from Bance, but can they do anything with his good player? The answer is very little. 10 seconds it took for LA Thieves to find a way through.
Good lead, though,
and all of a sudden,
the
Minnesota Rokkr is spawning out. And I mean, look, I love the heads-up play from Bance, but ultimately, you need the rest of your team to do their end of the bargain. Kills coming in from CAMMY, though, who's had a really good start.
3 big
Attached
kills.
alongside of him. It was 3 for CAMMY to break things open. But Fame sitting at 10-5. You know, we asked the question, can he hang on the SMG? So far, so good. It's a 30-point lead for Rokkr. Rotation over towards the next hill, though, firmly there for the side of LA Thieves. Rokkr very resolute on this hill, I want to say. Never really give anything up. Constantly fighting around it. Kenny is going to find 2 for that potential scrap time. Can't let that go over so easy. Kenny's just found 3 all in his own price. You can't let it happen if you're Rokkr. That's 10 seconds given up to Thieves for absolutely nothing. Yeah, and without that rotation, it brings Thieves a little bit further back into this game. Fame trying to make a difference. He flies by himself. Wants pressure. Wants his teammate to get in a position where if he pushes, they'll be distracted. Because I'll tell you something. If you run in here straight into the teeth of Thieves, you are going down. Need to coordinate well. First one through is going to be Fame. The rest of the team now going to kick in action as well. If he can find a second, that would just be absurd. Oh my goodness me. Fame with the second. CAMMY and Bance cleaning up. A wonderful, wonderful break from Minnesota Rokkr. And they are doing business here. They've just broke Thieves on this hill. Let's find out how the new team, new comms works out with the Minnesota Rokkr. Listen in.
Zig. Got 2. Nice.
Big cut. We've got it. Yeah, dart, last guy. On the heady. On their D. He's gonna get me.
Play ready,
Kenny.
Play ready, Anu.
Kenny on ult.
Run away, I'm going top man. I'll pick up edge, okay? If someone picks
I
up.
don't see shit.
Yeah, I'm
Could be
looking tunnel, I'm looking tunnel.
Pick up top.
I'm gonna start flipping. Trust me.
Tunnel.
I'm getting tunnel. I'm telling you tunnel.
Shit.
I just turn around.
Above you tunnel.
I need tunnel. I'm looking to go.
Before
What's
tunnel.
my
I'm okay, I
I
can
can
look back
shot
out, I can
tunnel.
look
I'm
back
watching
out.
tunnel. If you go short,
Go on tunnel.
yeah.
I can't
Okay,
leave
yeah.
you.
Income long enough.
Those people are
Okay, yeah.
dead.
Nice.
Deep.
Go tunnel. We tunnel. Two tunnel.
Go, check. Last ID.
Get time. Someone. Yep.
Yeah, deep.
I'll stay right
Yo, one
back.
more P4, one more. They spawn P4. Close
Okay.
P4.
Okay, coming up.
There's at least two there. At least two
I'm
there.
full stunned.
I'll get our tunnel.
Yeah,
You guys focus
I'm
on the
leaving
low, already, guys. He might run out. There's two.
Okay.
He's jumping up.
Come on. Nice.
It's one more under you.
Got one mid.
One shot. Last guy upstairs. Kenny. Kill me, Kenny. He's Kenny down. Nice, good chip.
I'm moving down.
Get
Staying low.
Stay low.
Yeah, I someone hedge.
Let's think about
I'll
Newey.
take
Yeah,
that
Ben, you
tunnel,
rotate. I'm
tunnel.
I'm shoot from mid, Cam. Nice. I'm not
Hedge,
Cam.
hedge.
Short.
I need the Cam. I need the short Cam.
Yeah, one guy hedge still.
Listen, they can kill people shot. If people shot, last guy tunnel. Last guy tunnel. Draz, I don't know. I think he's gone balcony on you, do.
I'm helping.
I'm guaranteeing T, okay?
Yeah, P4.
I have the whole mid
Yeah,
boys.
two dot.
They're gonna play for I'm playing up middle. Said one's already
Back
P4.
left.
Yeah, one's gate. Yeah, he's gate. One shot me. Okay, you got him.
One out gate. Four on you.
Last guy old.
Okay.
Playing up alley.
Get time. Try and get.
I don't know what's more impressive that comes from Minnesota or Fame finally on an SMG and burning his way through the Thieves. This new roster is working at the moment. They have the advantage. They have the rotation
double LA
and the
Thieves right now.
holds. Looking so good from them. The breaks have been phenomenal, and that's where their best stats lie. 7th in break percentage. We've seen them look good, but the holds have been wonderful as well. And look at these
four
kills
down.
coming in from Bance SMG AI. You can get it done with whatever he wants. For me, it's been Rokkr on the rotations, though. They've been seemingly winning the fights nearly every single time at the important moments. It is a 110-point lead
They've
and
been
rising.
breaking the
Thieves have got to turn it on very, very quickly. They've been subpar so far. And they're looking for it. He thinks it's something in that corner. They're not going to be. Cammy's now on a 5 himself. Will eventually drop down. Bance just wants these final 13 seconds, but Thieves look like they're going to take it away. Kenny will as well. Rokkr setting up for P2. The fight for P1 starts now. Same positioned over towards spawn side. Gonna wait for the rest of his team to maybe find a push through the mid map as Minnesota Rokkr will stack towards the tunnel.
Good shot.
Through. Fame once again, the entry is there. Bance not there to follow it up though. Envoy is having a good game. They're really the only one from Thieves in terms of the kill department that's getting much done. But Octane with that pitch we've talked about it so many times. The positioning from him, wonderful. Not going to be enough to get the job done on rotation over towards P2. Good hold from Rokkr so far.
Grenades.
And this is what they're doing. They just want to bleed Thieves all over this map.
That P1 is
try and contest
central.
P1 a little bit, but hold for this P2.
Even
Last
if you
time,
have a trophy
Thieves
down there, it
snapped
gets
them like a
broken in
dry
like 10
twig.
seconds.
Can they do it again? Managed to find the kills on the initial through the middle. Kenny with a snap onto the touch as well, but the next couple are the
Octane on
important
P2,
ones.
trying to
Octane's
rotate.
found a way through. They absolutely need this hill. Still 100 points and now rising is hold over towards the middle hill for Rokkr will start to come through. Octane will then fall as well, so it's going to have to be through the alley. The rest of LA Thieves, 5 seconds
Kenny.
until this one pops. Kenny's in. Kenny's going to find a bit of attack relay down to Arza for the trade as well, but Cammy gets one more.
Trade.
Eventually gets into it. The Thieves have found their way
Trade.
through. They've now got to get through the gauntlet. Reinforcements flying in. The only player here from Rokkr really is going to be Bance, and all he'll be doing is making sure his teammates can get through hedges as effectively as possible.
3 kills again for Rokkr.
Has been absurd all game long. Kenny, we'll see on the respawn screen. It's another kill coming in for Cammy.
It could end
22
here.
and 17, and it's felt
If they
like
hold
every
this
single
time.
one that we've seen has been so important for the squad. The breaking from Rokkr has been phenomenal. They can win it here at
good
P2,
shot
and they may
from
well do so, Bryce. 20 seconds to go.
Right back. Oh my god!
Cammy's alive! How dare you shoot at me, top Cantina? This is unbelievable. Rokkr
He read that guy like a
are
book.
looking like a dominant
12
hardpoint team,
seconds.
and that hasn't been said in some time.
Now they're gonna have
The
to rotate.
rotation is going to be on for them as well. Thieves have to commit to
But
this
Fame
scrap time.
already here.
And it's all about the fight here. Fame left all alone. I would like to see some Rokkr players get them some backup. They are on their way. 12 seconds for Minnesota Rokkr. It's one decent break, it's one decent hold, and you'll take a lead in the series. Fame waiting for the rest of the team, and here they come. There he goes. This is everything for him. He's waited patiently for it.
Oh, good teamwork right there.
That's
That's a break.
It's another break from
Kenny
Rokkr.
all alone.
They didn't have the numbers. Kenny, can he be the hero for him with 5 seconds left to go? He will have to jump this
it.
himself. He can't do anything else. And fall he
Beautiful.
does. And it's all
Rokkr.
Rokkr in this
Wow.
Cup with a Mikado. 16 maps before this. 1 win. They've just doubled it.
Wow, Rokkr, new roster And coming up huge, map 1 against LA Thieves in Hardpoint. Hey, but I'm not going to say anything yet because Hardpoint is probably the easiest to get to work on. So they definitely going to have to see what happens in S&D. But very, very impressive first map out of Fame and Rokkr as Fame takes over the SMG role for Afro and does pretty well. Let's check out the final scoreboard here before we move on to map 2. Maybe. Envoy, the only one anything good on Thieves, 24 and 23. CAMMY, 26 and 19. And Fame, 26 and 20. Very, very good for map number 1 out of Rokkr. People were saying they would be 3-0. Definitely not going to be 3-0. Let's check out map number 2. Looks like Hotel S&D.
In this day and age when it comes down to competitive Call of Duty, it's a difficult thing to do. Everybody here is fighting for their lives in terms of trying to make it the champ, specifically Minnesota. It's never an easy game. No easy games in the CDL.
Well, here's what comes next. An S&D. I feel like the Rokkr hype train has just got off to a really big start because Thieves are an incredible team. But COD doesn't end in a hard point unless it goes to map 4, but it doesn't end in the first. S&D is a very different ball game than Control. And if we keep going, a lot more COD to be played. Right now, Attacks looking for the wall bang, not finding anything, and there's first blood.
You got one hit mark.
First blood to Kenny and over towards the LA Thieves, the number 1 first blood team in the game. Against the 11th here in Minnesota Rokkr. So, something to keep an eye on. Rokkr going to have to work on not giving away some lives, but what's the rotation going to be? The fight goes on over towards A. That's where the initial kill comes through, or more towards the middle of the map. So Rokkr still with options. LA Thieves not with necessarily too much information, but they're happy to sit tight.
Envoy may play spoiler here. Realistically, just trading his life for 2 versus 3 will be worth it. Minnesota Rokkr have lost information. Cammy's going to find Octane, bringing it back to a 3 versus 3.
Finds one.
And Rocker's still wondering if that bomb was down there. I know they killed Bance over towards A, and I think that's what they're thinking, that it might be out there.
I just really love the play from CAMMY, to be honest with you. Just holds the angle from so fast. No, there's usually a player going to be lingering around there if you give up that side of the map. Keep an eye on Fame, though. Oh, he might get some bad timing, but Kenny draws that. We'll find the first 2 over towards the side, and then Fame's going to get shot in the back. Nicely done from Thieves. You snap at the right moment. Bit of bad timing there for Rokkr. I actually like the positioning from Fame, and where he was sitting, it would have obviously been that late flank. Yeah, look, he's ready and waiting to get in the position to help his teammates out. But, well, if your teammates die, you can't help them.
I think the play there may have been Thieves calling out with that first blood onto Bance that they were still expecting the A hit. You have to give LA Thieves full confidence for sitting there and waiting. Envoy was on his island, but nobody really pushed him forward. After CAMMY got that 3 versus 3, you may have seen Thieves move, but they didn't. Held their nerve, held the positioning. And eventually, Rokkr, when they moved over, they just got gunned from every single angle.
Another number 1 stat, actually, for the LA Thieves is preventing the bombing going down on this map specifically. Alongside the First Bloods, they are the best team in the game at doing so. Another successful job done. Against Rokkr there, no chance to plant whatsoever. Took their time, slowed down by Thieves. Still traded though through the middle of the map. 3 versus 3 now. A lot of pressure being put on the CAMMY. Should be taken down and is. And now it's a 3 versus 2 for the side of LA Thieves.
Trying to keep this pressure up as well as they jump onto the point. Bance and Fame not going to be near this. They are going to be outnumbered as bomb goes down. And Fame waiting, hoping that somebody falls into his web. They are not moving for him, and Fame will have to make the first move. Finds the first, will go down. 1 versus 2 now for Bance, but it's not a great position for him.
28 seconds. Plenty of time. Play on bedroom is going to be the big issue here. You got to check it. You got to check pretty much everything as you find this push out. Octane's going to be holding it. Gets the sound cue. 2-0 to Thieves. And really, you can see that Rokkr are playing around what Fame can do. He's seemingly the playmaker. Minnesota Rokkr on this map. And rightfully so. Sitting at 1.53 over the last 6 maps since he joined Rokkr. In terms of when it does come down to search and destroy on Hotel. And it's sort of 4-2 over those 6 maps. So for all the records, sits at 8-8. It is better with Fame in the roster. And he is the player trying to make things happen. But so far, so good for Thieves. Quick bounce back. We'll just halt Rokkr in their traps. You know when you... Tracks, not traps. Honestly, words difficult. Anyway, Thieves look good.
Here we go. Sniper out from Octane. Bats will get the first blood. But they don't know that he's here.
Oh!
Catch is going to show him some eyes. And those will be plucked out by the Raven of Octane.
Good
Now,
snipage.
with this sniper active, Rokkr will be shy about this site.
Yeah, they need
Cammy's
to
still
go
lingering,
over to kitchen.
causing issue. And Envoy now heading over towards the B side. He may well get some sound cue shortly. Yep, there you go. Well, the grenade will be the cue. The rest of Thieves now will find their way over. Can Rokkr get this down in time? Can Envoy stop anything happening?
He's going to bang the door open and he's going to throw the nade out as well, and he's going
good
to get
shot
bounced.
from Envoy.
And now, Rokkr, that's a huge first kill. Bring him back to a 2 versus 2. You can see
trade,
Cammy
though.
swinging into action. He's left alone. There's another clutch for them, and Octane says easy kill in the end, but it's Draza who
Nice
gets
job
it.
from Thieves.
And Draza on a 5 streak. Nothing Minnesota is doing is working.
Draza finding that opening break. Envoy does a really good job just to find one. The rest of the team are on their way. And then Draza finding that one through the side door. And as soon as that happens, you're in a 1v2 in that site. You can just get collapsed on from so many different angles if you're coming. Fuse will come through. LA Thieves
What if that
looking very,
exploded?
very comfortable on Hotel. Just
That'd be
prevented him
hilarious.
from really doing a great deal. Hasn't been able to get things going. Thieves slow and steady. Seems to be winning the race, but checking this out from Octane. Pixels at best. Welcome back to the CDL attach.
And this is the exact reason why I said we had to pause the
Draza.
Rokkr hype train to begin with. Call of Duty series, they are not best of 1. They are best of 5. And speaking of 5, Draza looking for that cruise.
Not too far off, and that would be another nail
LA
potentially
Thieves
in
are
the
a
coffin of
tough
Minnesota
draw
Rokkr here on the
for a
search and
first
destroy.
game for
Changing it up,
Rokkr.
you can see this positioning over towards the mid-map. Happy to just stick and
Thieves are
move
tough.
wherever they need to
They're a good team.
determine where Thieves are actually trying to find their attack. Attack will find the first blood. Second kill though, surely going to come in for Envoy. Yes, it will do. But Fame can trade that out. 3v2, first time that Rokkr have really had much of an advantage, and it's gone.
Ooh, Octane.
Okay. Well, Octane's still
Gun
alive.
Fame out of his shorts.
On a 3 streak. But he's alone against Cammy and Attach. All ARs all the time, and Cammy's going to be caught. Wait a minute! No! Not caught, and Cammy can't believe it himself. Shocked faces from Rokkr
He just gunned
as
him.
Cammy looks like he was jumping sideways. It's a pass!
And he even had a pass
my
gun.
goodness.
Oh my god.
I'd be upset. I'd be very upset. I'm sure that thing got nerfed.
Oh my god.
That is unfortunate for Octane. I thought he had it. I thought it was down to a 1v1.
Thought he had it too.
Yeah, that's a toughie. I mean, look, positioning was actually not too bad if he finds that gunfight. It's all to play for. And the bomb. With Cammy. Well, guns him out of his socks, apparently. Great shots coming through. Now, Rokkr, what's the play now? Really have struggled to get much of a hold on over towards A. LA Thieves have been playing this nicely. That stun is going to cause Vance a lot of problems. 54 HP will survive. For me, Cammy has to do a big job here because Thieves looking like the positioning to maybe flank or find something through the middle of the map. Rokkr yet to find themselves in a position to get that bomb. Fame still holding tight, watching the flank himself. Vance has got to be the guy that makes the play for them. Does he hold or is he trying to make something happen?
I think Octane has called this play. Look at the positioning for him. If Bance moves, Octane should see him. Thieves, well, they probably don't know. Hold all the positioning. Attach is already going to go down. Bance, a van is all that steps between him and Octane as he tries to get into a better position.
He hasn't seen him.
It doesn't matter. His teammates are dying.
Hasn't seen him though. Is he going to get a bit of good timing? Yes, he is. Vance stays alive. Cammy finds one. 2v2.
And there's going to be Cammy going down. It's now Bance for 1 versus 2, but positioning is not his friend here. That is already being diffused. He basically has to fly and check the bomb straight away. Looking for it. Timing is off. It's behind the block, and down he will fall. Bance, although he finds a kill onto Octane, is too far out of the action.
Yeah, it's planted really for him playing over towards the luggage side. That's where you can kind of pick it from. Draza's holding that angle. Pants when he goes up towards top bedroom knows that the round is pretty much chalked. Can't see the bomb. And it's a difficult one. To get some really good timing on Octane, he actually played it pretty well. It was just chips in the night. A bit of bad COD timing on his part. That's why he died and why the round become winnable for Minnesota Rokkr, even though their teammate, Bance's teammates were falling towards the site. So nicely done by Thieves to find those kills and just put the pressure on. Draza sitting at 8-1. It's a really impressive performance from Thieves so far, and Rokkr are going to try and answer with some aggression in the mid-map once again.
Oh, they're not hanging about. They've fully gone A, and Rokkr have fully stacked the corridor and the connector. Only attach is going to be here, and he gets gunned by Draza. Now 9-1. Bomb down, advantage Thieves.
I think if you're attached, you've got to expect somebody's going to be there. You sent 4 men over towards B and mid, seeing nothing. They are, of course, going to have just taken every single opportunity to get themselves embedded over towards the A side. Now Bant's left for a 1 versus 4. We've seen a 1v4 on this map before, Pricey. This is not going to be one of them, or is it? Now make it a 1v3.
Well, Abeezy managed to do it in 12 seconds. Bants might be a little bit slower, and that means the time will go against him. Looking for the players, and Kenny will gun him before we get any magical moments here on this map. LA Thieves firing back with full force in the S&D.
Yeah, I don't think any of us really believe that could potentially happen, but it's nice to line it up if it does. Bant's just a difficult position to be in. And yeah, for me, like, I think I'm not going to blame the round on attach. Of course, Thieves played that one well, but you've got to expect somebody inside the luggage when you make that push there. Thieves just seen that they had complete control of the site and ran with it. Hold it down. It's just so likely somebody's going to be in towards the luggage side. You're giving up complete control of it. Nicely done from Thieves. Very quick bounce back from that really poor hard point. 5-1 to the good. Looking to close this one out now.
Is going to find Bants as well and keeps on going. Eventually going to be traded down. CAMMY has the sniper out. Hey, I suppose if nothing else works, change tactics. Yeah. 3 versus 3. Rokkr have been a little bit hesitant towards both bomb sites on this S&D. Not getting bombed down, not taking control. They've done it again, a passive playstyle time.
That's kind of like my ranked play tactics. I'm losing 5-1. Just bring the sniper out and see what magic I can conjure. Usually it's not a great deal, I'll be honest.
I was going to say it's none. Wand is broken, but at the moment we're going to see if Rokkr can do better.
And what's the play? Octane will be watching the cross. Have Rokkr even got this bomb down more than once? I don't think they have. Fame, though, with an important kill, watching the flank. Does he know a second is there, though? The second one's going to push through Fame.
Oh, Fame.
Turns and burns onto Envoy. Now a 3 versus 1 in favor of Rokkr. Finally gets something sustainable on the board here. Octane, can he find the 1v3?
Oh, wait a minute. Found the first. CAMMY, do not miss with the sniper again. Octane is ready. And he has the time. Doesn't have a dead silence. CAMMY will not miss a second time. And Rokkr get one more back on the board, but this may be too little too late.
And honestly, you know, you see the round go over towards Rokkr. We talk about LA Thieves preventing plants. In terms of everybody else in the CDL, they are at the top of that list. But when it does come down to those plants going down, not so hot on the retake. So if that bomb can get down, which is very difficult to do, then you may be in a good spot for Rokkr. So can they find some sort of advantage this way or that? Still have a defense to hold on their side of things. Them starting to heat up just a little bit, sitting at 5 and 6, but attach. Slow in game number 2 as well. We said it is probably going to take him a little bit of time to get accustomed to it once more, but it's a big start towards the middle. It's a fat nade on the bounce of Fame's head, and that might be the game.
Well,
yeah, that's it.
I think it is. CAMMY left in a 1 versus 4. I don't even think Cold War CAMMY could get this one in the bag. Has to run across, knows it's going to be trouble. Hasn't even popped his daddy yet. It's going to find the butt of Octane.
Against FaZe,
but while he nips at it, he doesn't get anything more.
But no.
Nothing to be found. LA Thieves answering back very, very quickly.
Yeah, LA Thieves winning map number 2, tying it up 1-1. Rokkr just didn't have enough time to really get into S&D, but that could be their downfall trying to put together a brand new team this late. Something's going to fall apart, so they're going to have to take full control of the control. Full control of the control. They definitely have to take that swing round if they want to have a chance at closing out map 4, Rokkr does. As attached with the breadstick 1 and 7 and Draza 11 and 2. Insane map number 1. Or map number 2, sorry. Looks like they got some kind of interview with Octane, but blah, blah, blah. Let's go to map 3.
Can't get in the bin, though. It's our next map. Expo coming up for control.
Says Fortress
These two
Hardpoint,
teams are
but
going at it. More played here for Rokkr, but not a great
Expo.
stat line for them.
No, not at all. It's interesting to see which way this one's going to go. We unfortunately do have a small issue, so we're gonna have a quick reset. But yeah, when it does come down to Expo, it's an interesting one.
What? It doesn't look like they have a big one. Let's just skip a little. Here we go.
With a new lineup. I say new, it's kind of the old players but back into a different order. And for me, it says that we kind of have to wipe the slate clean a little bit. Expo control for Rokkr does look good, but Thieves always look good.
They had it wrong at the beginning. I saw that.
You know, I was a little bit confused
with
with the stats that came out. I didn't read them properly the first time around, but those ones look a little bit better to me. Yeah, Minnesota sitting at 4-1. But for the side of LA Thieves, I mean, look, they have played sitting at 4-7, so things have dropped down. Losing it to Florida, who are quite exceptional at this map. How are Rokkr going to fare, though, up against Thieves, who are maybe on the downtrend when it comes down to control? Rokkr find a series lead again. Stack over towards B. Thieves happy to answer it from the mid-map. Attach is an important job to do here, but the kill's starting to flow through. Well, then we'll have a knife as well. Easy enough for Bance. 4 dead, and now starting to concentrate on it. Good pivot from Rokkr.
And if they can get straight on the way here, they're going to have a good time. You can see they're already switching their focus, getting this done, getting it in. One player on, it's a slow one, and Fame's going to miss the gunfight he wanted. Eventually will take it. This means Thieves have to swing into action to deal with him. CAMMY will take care of the confusion as Fame will get another.
Fame.
And the third Envoy gets him before his teammate can fall, but Envoy will fall himself. And Rokkr said, all right, let's take advantage of this. A is gone.
Envoy must be heading to church on Sundays because gets absolutely blessed with the spawn, but isn't going to help him out. Over towards the A side. Nicely done from Rokkr. You know, a lot of teams would find those 4 kills and just be, oh, we're close to B, just jump on it. Lovely pivot. Know where Thieves are going to be spawning. Nicely done from Rokkr, but still not an easy task. CAMMY yet to die on the map. 5-0 to kick things off. Trying to stay alive for his team. Will have to be the spear here. And we'll have to find an opening for the rest of the squad to find a route through.
Oh, wow.
9-6 as well, and I just want to stay alive. The problem is they have to break
Oh,
the
wow.
Thieves, CAMMY continuing to play his life. Reinforcements, though, this is difficult one to beat. Already one player swinging into action that could do something. Draza, dramatic on the S&D, and trying to find the kills here as well. Opening up for the Thieves. They try to get this B back in control.
I want to say Kenny was playing his life really well just to slow things down there. The Draza up top is going to be the biggest issue as the rest of Thieves now starting to fall through, but it's attached to find 2. 5-1 from him. This has been absurdly good from Rokkr.
Oh.
I don't think Thieves are going to have a chance to answer this one. 1-0 Minnesota Rokkr. Yes, it is. There you go.
Beautiful attack.
And honestly, that's all off the back of that first 4 kills that falls through. You're finding the push over towards the B side. You're getting a little bit of luck there. But when Thieves then feed you 4 kills immediately, the pivot over towards A, it's just far too strong to try and deal with when the setup falls through. Really, really well played from Rokkr. Good heads up play.
What is going on in these games? There's no back and forth. It's no slugfest. It's just one team battering the other team off of the map. Fortunately, control swings in rounds. So let's see if LA Thieves can do something on their attack. Not a great defense from them in the end. Minnesota Rokkr basically just went A, B, A. Okay, we've done it.
Well, in fairness, the Thieves Rokkr are actually sitting as the #1 team on the attacking side of things when it comes down to Expo. 55% of the time. Nice little percentage for outside of Rokkr. Want to try and keep this one up if they can. Draza now just trying to get a little bit of spark control. Will get taken down. Minnesota Rokkr happy enough to give up the B side. Slowly but surely making their way through.
And you can see them making a move. They want out of the spawn. They know because Fame is sitting towards Street and they are locking them into the tunnel spawn here. If they die, they may start getting spawn bounce. Fortunately, they get the kill. They get onto B. Thieves now desperate to hold the line.
Tips the important player. Eddie was popped, runs out, but not in time for Draza to do anything about it. Trophy gun as well will help the squad out, just trying to find as many kills as he possibly can. Looks like Rokkr are happy to give this one up. They're not too perplexed by it. But will just try and do what they can. Slow them down. Don't give them as much time as possible to find a head over towards A. Progress is slow, but steady for Thieves, yeah. They will get a hold of B inevitably. Let's see Rokkr now setting up all down the Spar side. Over towards the top road. Octane will try to find a couple of kills to open up that spawn for his team so they can maybe try and find a rotation. Just free up some lanes.
Too far.
Keep an eye on Octane in the minimap. If you can find a couple of kills, that might open things up for Thieves, yeah.
They're looking for them towards the back. They figured out where CAMMY is and he's found one. Tries to go for the retake. Wow. CAMMY finds 2 towards the back of the spawn. Only Octane left alive against Attach, who tries to lock it in and he can't. This is a big kill by Kenny, though, getting them the close spawn. They are closer away than they were.
Yeah, Kenny was the one who got the close spawn, actually, thanks to Octane forcing them away. Rokkr had to kind of back on down and then lose those spawns. If you can force them over towards the statue side, you're looking in a good position. But Fame now over towards the restaurant side will start to cause some issue. Those get dealt with. Rokkr not in a great position to defend this, Bryce.
They aren't. They can't finish his next few kills. Kenny already pushing down the players that are going to be there. That first tick is in for Thieves. Octane trying to get on the point with the rest of his teammates. Rokkr reinforcing, but that tick is moving. The second one done. The third is about to pop. The contest will come in towards the front. It's now going to be a knife fight. CAMMY will find two. Bans the third. Only Envoy left. He finds the first, not the second. A breath
Nice
there for
defense from
Rokkr. A
Rokkr.
time to regain.
About for a second,
And the problem
but
is now for the
they
side
only
of
have one
Thieves, they're
tick
spawning
left.
way out as well. But they know that Rokkr are going to be pushing this. Draws it, can he catch it? Attach, no he cannot. Big win from Attach. Now the rest of the team gonna have to push through the mid-map. Can they brute force their way through?
It is not easy to make your way forward from this position, and especially since
CAMMY.
that'll be his second cruise of this game.
Oh wow!
Jack is missing. He is not missing a 7 streak, 17 and 3.
This man is on one.
It's just such an easy one to slot in every single time that CAMMY starts frying. Absurd stat line so far. And he was one of the main reasons that they got Thieves off. Found 2 as that brick came in over towards the A side, but Thieves get a touch. Now can they find anything else? 7 lives remaining and not a lot of time.
CAMMY still playing his life. One last push here for Thieves. Looking for them. Draza's going to be found by CAMMY. An 8 streak now as well. CAMMY still moving. Will eventually drop. I don't know. With 7 seconds left to go, Envoy will run to this hill. He will dive into it and hope for it, but down he goes to fame. Octane with the Dolphin. They're in. They're on the point. It's only going to be a 0.7 seconds. Octane's going to be alone on it. It's a 2 versus 7. Can he get the second? Surely not. That point is within whispering distance. Octane versus Bans. Rokkr reinforcements flying through.
Rokkr
The
barely
Cinderella story will not happen for Thieves on
they
the
hold
attack,
on.
but my goodness, was it close.
Cold War
Yeah, got
CAMMY.
really close, and that's just due to their
4,
really
I think
good
it is
work
now.
initially where they find
insane.
that first good push. Octane, he knows he has to challenge because a couple of kills have fallen through. The rest of the team off the spawn needs to get him off it, needs to get it done quick. Very, very hard task for Octane to find a win from that position. But Rokkr, you know, when they find that initial break back, they do the right thing. They push up towards the street side and Attach finding that first kill. When Thieves are coming off the respawn relatively close, they're going to be in close contention for that power position, I want to say.
One map away.
They don't find a kill.
1 round away from winning this
Vitally
map.
important that Rokkr did. 2-0 up now, and attacking defense underneath their belt and onto what you want to call the more favored side for them. 55% of the time they're fighting their attacking rounds. Can they find one as quickly as they did in round number 1?
Oh, they're trying to do it again. Attach still holding the top here. That's a huge challenge to Octane. Now has to get out of the corner. Does eventually, but falls to Envoy. A much better setup here for Thieves as they start pushing all of Minnesota back into the respawn.
Thieves kind of play this a little bit different towards Rokkr. You see Rokkr setting up all the way down the spar side and then maybe flirting with a retake. Thieves send a lot of memo over towards top bar and over towards B and push them back. They do not want Rokkr to get anything here. Rokkr seem to be willing to give up B. Thieves seemingly absolutely not. That then negates away your control over towards the roadside. An important kill for Kenny to find, and we'll look for a couple of more, but CAMMY ready and waiting. So now an opportunity for Rokkr to rotate over towards A if they want.
CAMMY's been found by Octane. Octane will call him out. CAMMY gets a kill regardless. But now B should be captured. Rokkr will sacrifice CAMMY for the greater good. Octane's looking to get a little bit of a pinch and finds CAMMY again. Trying to farm him himself. Eventually a chow too far, overheated. And this is still far from over. 1 minute 50 left on the clock. Lives about even.
Now the spawn side setup starts to come through for Thieves. Octane stopping Bans, getting any sort of flanking control. Big kill from Attach though, so it's just going to be glass control here for Rokkr. Working on just finding something off that previous attack. Fame will find another now. It's Octane having to find something for the rest of his team as CAMMY and Cole will then find their way through the pool side and into the point. But big kills coming through for Thieves. Setting themselves up to the roadside. You may not be able to block what's going on in the middle of the map, but you can then transfer over to help your teammates out. But Fame's still in the spawn, still causing issues.
And they'll be looking for him to shut him down. They've done it. Huge win there in the end. Rokkr, a little bit of time burnt, a lot of lives gone as well. 1 minute 15. This still hangs in the balance.
Rokkr know they can take their time though because they had road control. They've now pushed up into the restaurant. They just need to be slow and steady. They know they find a couple of kills and they can jump on this point and get things rolling. But they know if they fall, they're going to be forced all the way back towards that statue spawn. A couple of kills coming in towards the far side. Rokkr going to start to move. Envoy has to go big.
Here comes the cruise as well. It's going to force them into a different position, but Envoy doesn't care. Just keeping off that point for a little bit more time. And CAMMY gets Fame. CAMMY goes down. Bans alone, lonely, and down to Envoy. And all that work, all the things that they invested, it comes to nothing. And Rokkr have to start again, Ton.
Yeah, Envoy does brilliantly to find the first catches CAMMY with a streak in his hand. Looks like he gun Vance as well. So all that hard work, you're very right, that Rokkr did, completely negated by Envoy mostly. Full spree for him. He was really good for LA Thieves, the only really noteworthy player, and he's been very noteworthy here in round number 3. 6 in a row now for Envoy. Cruise missile in the back pocket, still an opportunity for Rokkr, but not much time to find anything with it.
Problem is, all the corners, all the aspects of it, they're not got an easy fight. They're not going to bully their way through this. Rokkr will take his stab at this point, but other than that, can they really get into a position to do anything? CAMMY will find one, but the trade will continue running. 1.6 seconds left to go, and it's a clean up from Thieves.
Nicely done.
Thieves
There's
finally
definitely
take a round, but now they got to win an
Rokkr
offense.
to do something there. And I love the pivot from B into glass. You know, you see a lot of teams maybe try and wrap back around through the street side, trying to get street control and slowly and methodically pick them apart. But kind of shocking. 3 members into glass, and just play with the spawns, see how the spawns actually start to come in for the defensive team. Are they going to fall your way? They did, to be honest with you, but then Envoy, sitting inside a restaurant, breaks that wide open. It was really nice initially from Rokkr, but you got to clear every single man, especially with a man of the talent of Envoy who can cause issue there. He's on an 8th spree. Kept it going.
Oh, and this is already Thieves. They have found the gear that they need. That's 3 down already. Vance is in a position to hold off A potentially, but Kenny is out for blood. Dead silence popped. Going to be flying CAMMY as well. Gets out of there. Still fighting for it. Will find him as well. And that's going to be A gone, surely. Only attached in any sort of position.
Yeah, they know he's there as well. The call-out's starting to come through, and Kenny will just start to form over towards the glass side. You want to retake it? Yeah, good luck. CAMMY up in your grill. It's going to be so easy for Kenny to find, not the third. It's Octane to clean it up. But the kills start to come through. Thieves lock it in.
Thieves are starting to lock.
Big sprees coming in from Thieves. It was 9 or so for Envoy. It's 5 for Kenny. It was 5 for Octane. And they have started to catch fire.
Vance does get 2, though.
And this is a very different Thieves.
They're pushed
They are
up a little
playing with
bit for a good
confidence.
defense.
They are starting to
6
chip
Vance
away
is
the Rokkr dominance on this
pushed
map.
way up.
If they
And then
can
number
find
8,
B,
Fame,
a
is
very
also in their
doable
back.
task in the next minute 40 seconds. It's all tied up.
It's the flight. Cruise missile. Is he going to be able to find anything where the information would be brilliant? Starting to bed it in, not going to find anything. Rokkr sitting tight, but the device is slowly tightening. Big kill coming in from CAMMY. Minute and 21 to go. Still so much time for the Thieves to find something here.
Octane runs away and plays his life.
Yep.
And that will be a problem for Rokkr. They will have to deal with him. They cannot leave him back here.
Yeah, they're digging him out. Yep, nicely done. And that's the kind of thing you've got to do. Like, you cannot leave a player like that lingering behind you just to cause issue. Now you know exactly where the rest of them are. You know they're all dead off the respawn. Just have to worry about one direction now. Well cleared out from Rokkr.
Actually staying alive there. A player was about to come and get him. Rokkr are slowly losing a bit of map control, though. It could be an issue for them, but it's a huge kill from Attach. CAMMY gets 2 as well. And every single time this happens, it slows down Thieves. They still need to find one break ton.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that Attach is now pushing forward, so wanting to get a hold of that statue control. Spawning Thieves so far away. Kill starting to come in here for the side of Rokkr. If you're Thieves, you've got maybe one more roll at this one.
Wait a minute, Thieves are in a good position. Fame will have to hold, have to hit at the right moment. CAMMY still finding players. Thieves are going to be in here. They're going to have numbers. Kenny will find CAMMY. Attach finds Kenny. Fame looking to see if anybody's here, but nobody available for him to shoot. Bounce will find another one. And Thieves are relying on one last player, one last roll of the dice. It's Octane, and down he falls. And this control is over.
Wow.
Rokkr in the respawns. Thieves came to life, but they could not.
Rokkr come to life, winning the control 3 maps to 1. Wow. I'm surprised. Rokkr actually playing really well in the control, putting down Thieves, who normally are a really good control team. So let's see if we can find map 4. It looks like a fortress hardpoint.
Because the breaks were far too easy for Rokkr to find. Can they find them here in map number 4? Or do we see an El Asilo search and destroy to close this one out?
Anything is possible. Thieves still so good in respawns most of the time.
This could be the
All
last
they
map
need
as
is
Rokkr
one
can
to
clutch
send
up
this to
like
map
they did
number 5.
map
They have a
1.
better position onto this
Hard
one as
point.
well, and they're going to start cleaning up the kills as they try to hold down P1 and P2.
Yeah, that spawns over towards the P2 side for the LA Thieves to kick things off. Big Envoy just trying to cause some issue, but yeah, I'm going to need to see some good rotations out of Rokkr here. Something they really have struggled on this map. Thieves themselves not struggling at all. Rotating over towards P2 though. Oh, Rokkr want to try and break what is a decent hold over towards P1. You can soak up some good time, and well, that time is not going to be much more for Draza. He should get traded out here. Is he going to hold it down? My word, Envoy there to help him out, and he's just about holding on to P1 here. Well played.
I was going to say, a little bit of a mistake from Thieves not blocking the spawn of a P2, but it doesn't really matter. They are gunning their way forward at every opportunity, and Kenny wasn't even ready for that gunfight, but wins it anyway. Rokkr will have this rotation, but can they hold back the fury they're currently facing?
Wow, that's actually going out of his socks there. Eventually just getting taken down by Octane, but wow. LA Thieves have come out sprinting into this one. And Rokkr just have to compose themselves. Honestly, it was a decent enough rotation, but you just don't win your gunfights, and now you have to really fight back quite quickly. 40 seconds remaining here over towards P2. Could be about an 80-point lead by the time we head over towards Fountain, if Rokkr are not careful.
It's a missed opportunity for Rokkr. Bad somehow wins that gunfight, and they go back in. Pulled from disaster there. Rokkr almost let go P2 in its entirety. And now the run over and attack has just been slapped. Banks will get that kill back as they try to hold on to this rotation as well, but only Fame will be here. So many Thieves players now holding him down.
Oh, wow.
Finds his first. The second comes
Oh, wow, he
through,
got
but he
two.
cannot get the third. Rokkr will not have the rotation.
Honestly, I think if Attach finds that
Oh,
kill,
they
that
got
goal,
split spawns.
Draza doesn't get to be able to follow through, and then, you know what, kills just kind of spill their way through after that one, don't they?
No,
LA Thieves will find a rotation.
P3.
And for Rokkr, when they found that initial break over towards P2, they still had the spawns over towards the stable side. So P3 rotation was looking lovely. But Attach, as you said, gets actually good, but Vance
Vance
is
in
in.
the back still.
He's in, but
No,
there aren't enough
good 3
players.
kills from
The trade has not
from
been good
Thieves.
enough. CAMMY alone.
Keep
Knows
getting
that
this
the players
P3,
looking over him as well.
Thieves
Cannot
on
get
this
through.
map.
Vance keeps finding kills, but one kill does not a hill break make.
I was about to say, Rokkr are kind of keeping that pressure on. The stable spawns are there, nice and close. You find a kill, you keep the pressure on, you keep the
50
damage
lead
flowing.
right now. Could be like
They
a
haven't been able to get a
70-point
foothold.
lead,
Kenny
but
elite Vance in towards top maps, and he may well find another. Not quite. Attach will turn and burn. Will not find the
3
third.
big
Fame will,
kills.
though.
Rokkr
Rokkr can't really make this push over towards P3. They're now going to be able to set up very, very nicely over towards Cannon's
back
spot.
there.
Is the damage already potentially done? Thieves commanding spot.
Cash gets one.
They're going to be trying to get
Kenny
through
gets
here.
out,
The
though.
slaying is actually pretty equal, but the actual playing of the game, LA Thieves are much better. And now here they come again, looking to break Rokkr one more time already. Kenny
CAMMY gets
spinning as
2.
CAMMY will find 2.
Envoy's the only one
3
left.
for Minnesota.
That's a 4 down.
We'll find that rotation, and we'll start to find a hold. You can find a lot of time here. I mean, you need Vance to win that gunfight, though. Kenny now will start to put some pressure on over towards the top outside. Backs against the wall for Rokkr. They could do with some good time here, and they're just leaking lives over and over again. Fame, though. Can he manage to clean this one up? Is there nobody getting some time on the board here right now? 30 seconds remaining over towards Cannon's Envoy. Will gun him. Just seems far too easy for LA Thieves to find break after break after break. And the lead may well keep growing. Never
CAMMY
mind.
gets 3. Oh my goodness. Cold War CAMMY is
He
back.
can't hold normally, sending in a CAMMY. This rotation this time. Vance is in a good position for it, but he needs reinforcements.
Rokkr, brought it
This is
to
a problem
within
for
about
Rokkr.
50.
They've allowed Thieves to dictate the pace of this game. And Blacksmith is not an easy hold.
It isn't,
Good
but they
little
all will
spot.
be very, very happy to be here first. A little bit of split here from Thieves. You can see Octane starting to work a flank over towards the door side, but he doesn't even need to be there. The rest of the team have already got the job done. Wonderful
Good
break from
break
Thieves,
there.
and now Rokkr are going to get
This
pinned back if they're not careful. I mean, he's going to get out, though. Could be a big win, and finds it.
Time. We should play this.
Goes straight back down. Fame with a Vance net. It's a horrible fight for him to take, and he will fall as well. Another big fun fight is Attack will find one, but not the second. Thieves just using the slaying to keep Rokkr at bay.
There's 30 seconds that's on offer here. We'll put Thieves into a realm of where a full 60 will not be enough for Rokkr to bring it back. It's now past that point. 20 seconds remaining here towards Blacksmith, and now you start thinking about the rotation over towards P1 and specifically P2 as well. Vance is there to try and slow this down, but look at Thieves and how deep they are sitting now. Know that Rokkr are going to challenge for these back spawns if they possibly can do. Just sitting tight. Fame will find one. Octane will answer back and will just try to stay alive as long as he can.
Panta's going to find him, but has to win the gunfight first. Octane still looking. Eventually will get it. They have P1. Can they hold on to this and P2 is the question for Rokkr. LA Thieves continuing to just be a dominant force. They will not be bottled up and they will not be kept from the hill.
Big win from Draza there will just allow Thieves to get another point. Just start to soak up some time, which puts the pressure onto Rokkr. Do you misstep? Do you allow Thieves over towards the P2 side? You've got to worry about it. It's the already Bans are starting to cover off that side. They know the money is potentially in P2 to P3. It's not all lost yet. You may well be 80 or so behind, but a decent string from P2 to P3 can get you back into the game, but you need to start winning some gunfights over towards P1. The break is there. P2 spawns still belong to them as well.
There you go, Attach.
Attach just trying to get this
Attach.
down P2 as well. A little bit of time for Rokkr. Thieves commanding lead the entire way. Attach knows he's got a player right on him as well, and he wins the gunfight. Attach now on a 4 streak. He goes into Overwatch. Ban's going to try and hold them in here for as long as possible, and that's a bit of COD timing. Only one player escapes though, Draza.
Bans did a really good job there, finds the kill over towards the top map, so he can just cut off the spawns that start to come through. So not only is there P2 rotation for the side of Rokkr, they got a good amount of time over towards P1. Bans importantly had to find that kill, but Envoy now inside of Art, trying to find the push, trying to find the flank. Rokkr have got the stable spawn, so if they can hold P2 from here, they're looking good for P3 as well.
That's all 4.
Of Thieves full. They have to reset, they have to regain. Let's find out how they are feeling with LA Thieves. Listen in.
There's no one in you. There's no one in you. Nice.
P1 was. Oh shit, I'm trying to back up. You still need me.
I spawned P1. Careful. Maybe I'll
back up. Running through.
I might pick up my mask. I'm trying to back up too. Yeah, LP5. Oh, spawn back. I got spawned. Yeah, you left? You need me. I'm trying to come get. I'm coming. I'm P5 and dub last 2. He jumped out gate fast. Okay, I'll gate. We don't have to get the other guys. P5. He won one shot, CAMMY. One's front, one's P1. Be careful about left.
He wants CAMMY.
Left me again, Bruce.
One shot left. Alright, top circle, one shot.
Yo, throw over attacks. They have a fresh stroke.
Statue still. He's just sitting on statue.
I'm backing up the feet.
Don't
trying to shoot.
They don't time.
I'm tripping.
That's me gate. Low circle, CAMMY. Low circle, CAMMY.
I time. One's front right too. Give him another shot. 20
seconds, Chad. 20 seconds. We have right or no?
Right? Nice. I'm gonna go P1 truck.
I'm city maps, okay? No truck. If we have nades, no truck. If we have nades.
I know.
I spawn P5.
Right to the maps.
Yeah, low maps dead.
I'm looking right.
I'm back and I get
Maps. I'm on P1 truck.
I'm getting P5, bro. P5.
I'm counting out right.
I'm on top. I go top right there. I'm living P2. I'm living P2. I'm back P2. Right. Ready to go.
On P1.
You gotta get dark. I'm good.
I can try and get dark. You know me. One out versus one P2. Dark and the work.
I'm living. Watch out hill in a second.
I'm trying to tell dark.
That's funny.
How's him?
I can't on time.
Hey, you got me?
I'm in the middle of the hill laying down.
And Comms maybe about as frantic as we've ever seen from Thieves. Thought they would
It's a
50
tie
P3
game, basically.
at the point where we're
Rokkr
able
up
to
by
hold
10.
Rokkr out entirely. The game now rests in 18 points.
Minnesota Rokkr just kept the pressure on, and they've done so over towards P4 as well. It's a wonderful break.
Rokkr
It's
holding
Fame for
on.
3. It's 5
This
in
has
a
been
row.
a
Make
great
it
comeback.
6 for Fame. The SMG working just quite wonderfully so far. Draza will find him though. Blacksmith spawn or attach over towards the backside. He'll say thank you very much. Can he find a second? Not quite. Rokkr in a good position to try and break over towards this side now. 22 points for them remaining. Thieves are not too far away.
And this is difficult. This still could go to the Thieves. Can they hold Blacksmith against them? Still getting the kills, but they've wiped them out of the point here. Fame is calling in the crews. He's going to try to get them off the bounce. He knows where they'll be spawning. This is all info. It's all gravy, baby. It's Fame will find too. It's 15 seconds for Rokkr. Thieves have to move. They have to contest.
10 seconds to go. Thieves, you've got to get moving. They've got the close spawns. They've got to contest as best they can. 70 seconds away from Rokkr. These fights are so important. They're all going to go towards the LA Thieves. 25 seconds remaining here over towards P1.
For Rokkr is all I need.
This is where Rokkr are going to have to try and find their way. It's P5 we're playing. Thieves still in contention.
And Kenny has to hold
That's a
on
3
against
down.
Rokkr. Rokkr may just put a player onto this. They're going to go for P1, surely.
Still jump it. They can still jump it.
Oh, just spawn out Kenny. Could Kenny be the hero they need? They're going towards P1.
5
Kenny might have
seconds.
got them into a great
No,
position.
Fame.
They have P1, but they
2
don't
big
have anything
kills.
else. Kenny is now on the point. Thieves need to reinforce. There's only 2 seconds here for Rokkr. Fame trying to get the kills. He's still finding them. Kenny alone fights attached, but he gets off the
Oh, he
point.
got off the point.
And they fall!
Oh,
Kenny trying to
Rokkr.
be a hero, but just not enough for him. And Rokkr, for the first time in this season, did the impossible and took down LA Thieves.
Yeah, they haven't beaten the Thieves all season, and with this new roster, they come in and beat Major 4 champions, and the LA Thieves still have not won a match in Major 5 qualifiers. What a crazy match. Minnesota Rokkr takes another 10 points lead on Vegas Legion in the champs race because of that big win. Great win. Looks like they're going to have an interview with Attach here as we look at the final scoreboard. CAMMY 27-21. That's Cold War. CAMMY is back, I think. Let's check out the Attach interview before I dip out.
Absolutely triggered because they're down 20 points now, and therefore they have to beat Seattle in their next game. So this race is getting crazy.
The race is getting tight, and they have a new leader here in Minnesota. Let's talk to the man. Back in the Rokkr uniform on the starting lineup, we got Attach joining us. Attach, what's it been like for you? This has got to be the toughest season of your career. From a starting lineup position to the bench, now back to the winning ways. How's it feel?
Yeah, it's been really tough, but I'm glad I could come in and we can cop a dub like that because, I mean, I only had 2 days of scrims.
Wow.
Coming back after a month and a half break. Fame switched from AR to sub after he's been running it for a month and a half, so definitely a very risky thing to do and not easy, but we did it and it paid off for the first match, and I think we're only going to get better from here because even the first day of scrims, they went like all right. The second day went a little bit better, so we're still making progress, but it's not easy to just play ranked play for 8 hours a day and then come back and shoot against some of the best players in the world. But I was challenged. I was getting gunned, but I was challenged.
You look good, bro. You look good.
It's a slow incline, right? Yeah, small baby steps. Minnesota Rokkr has definitely put you guys in the blender as far as roles and now roster changes as well. But you guys always seem to find success at the end of the road. I do want to ask, though, I love asking players that kind of get sent to the bench for a little bit and then plug back into the main roster. Did you learn anything or take anything away from watching them play without you that you think you probably could bring to them being plugged back in?
I didn't really pick anything from watching them, but I just kind of am trying to fit into how they were playing a little bit. Like sometimes in S&D, I'm gonna take the bomb. I just gotta do whatever I gotta do, and pretty much told Fame and Bans just like, yo, go do what you guys want to do with the subs. Just sprint at hills, make plays, pop 2 pieces. I don't care how much time you have or anything. Even though Ben had like 2 minutes the first map, just go be superstars.
Dill, I want to ask you, you sort of just talked about like your role on the team, but I remember before, you're sort of this role, like the guy who filled the gaps, and you guys weren't finding too much success. So are you vocal at all in any ways that you maybe want to approach it differently this time when it pertains to your role on the team?
Maybe as we progress, but right now we're just trying to get as many reps in as possible. It's definitely tough just because I was away for so long. So it's like I don't really want to come in and just say, oh, we should do this, this, and this, because the metas develop over time and things change. How people play hardpoint and certain maps in S&D change as well.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly just trying to learn more from my teammates right now because I have a lot of catching up to do.
Wow, what a mindset. Love it.
Dylan, Rokkr fans are popping off in the chat. Everyone is excited to see you back in a starting lineup. Anything you want to say to the people who have been supporting you, watching your streams since you've been taking a break?
I want to give a big shout out to all the supporters supporting me when I was benched. Now I'm back on the team and showing love to all my teammates in the organization. And one special shout out to my good friend Crim6. He sat me down. He told me, Dylan, and I quote, I need you to play with some more curiosity. I said, is that a word? He said, I don't know, but you know what I mean. And I said, all right, I think I know what you mean. And that game, I was trying to play with curiosity. I didn't do too well, but my teammates carried me and we won, so I'm happy.
I like it. Shout out to Crim, the GOAT here in the COD world. Attached, congrats on your win. Best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
And that'll do it for us here on the hard carry. I got some softball that I got to play tonight, so I'm not gonna do the last game of the day. But we'll be back tomorrow with the games tomorrow and the Saturday all day, 4 games. Stay tuned for more Call of Duty League action.